This story has a nerd, a bully, a wishing magical genie, and a mugging that turns into something that nobody would expect. Jimmy sat, bored, waiting for his test to finish. He had turned in his paper half an hour ago, and the other kids were still struggling with it. He looked around his classmates. He didn't have any friends in the class, the whole school even. He looked in the back row of the class and saw his bully staring at him. The bell rang. Jimmy got up and practically ran towards the front door of the school. He rounded the corner, but his bully was already there. "Where do you think you're going?" he said. Jimmy put his hands up. "Look, man, I don't have time for..." Boom! The bully punched him in the face. He fell to the ground, bleeding. The other students walked around him like he didn't care. Jimmy cleaned his face up, his bloody nose in the bathroom, and in the mirror, when he looked there, he just wished with all of his desperate hope that he could be strong, that he could be someone else. The bathroom stall opened. "Could you keep your wishing down?" the superhero said. "Seriously, I mean, it's just too much wishing." He was dressed in a red cape with a silver costume. He was handsome and tall. He actually kind of looked like Jimmy's bully. Jimmy was in shock. "What are you doing here?" "Oh, I'm the wishing man. I come to one person a day that has a deep wish that's full of innocence and joy." He looks Jimmy in the eye. "I usually tell people not to take my wishes, but your wish was kind of wholesome. What do you think? Do you want it?" Jimmy was confused. He'd known superheroes existed, but far away. This one was right in front of him. "Am I dreaming?" Jimmy said. "Look, that blood on your shirt seems pretty real," Wishing Man said. "Look, when you learn your lesson about the wish, will you call me? I'm kind of interested in seeing how this goes." He put his hand to Jimmy's forehead. "Just say your wish, kid," Wishing Man said. "I wish I was strong." Boom. Jimmy fell down into something. He was curled in immense pain. His body was in a fetal position, and he couldn't unfurl it. He couldn't make himself stronger. What was happening to him? He had wished to be strong, but not like this. Not like he unfurled with all of his strength. He was in a cocoon of some kind, but when he burst out of it, the mucus lying on the bathroom floor, he saw his reflection in the mirror, and he couldn't believe it was real. The school bell rang. Jimmy's seat was empty. Jimmy stood on top of the building, looking across the wide gap. His frame was giant. He had muscles running down all of his body, and he stood at 8 feet tall, like the Hulk. He didn't go home. His mom would have told him off, and so he spent the entire night learning his new abilities. He was strong, but he could use that strength to jump great distances, to climb, and to withstand huge hits. He felt like a powerhouse. He didn't understand why the superhero had given his abilities, but now was the time to test them for real. Woo! He jumped across a giant gap in the buildings, sailing above the cars. Nobody even looked up at him as he landed on the top of the building. He looked down at his super strong legs. He lifted a car over his head. He couldn't believe his abilities. "Hey," somebody said outside the shop store. "Is that car yours?" The store owner called the police. Jimmy ran away as fast as he could. What did he do with all of his strength? There was only one answer. He saw his bully hanging around the school. The bully seemed to always be there, but Jimmy was noticing for the first time that his bully didn't have anywhere else to go, kind of like Jimmy. He swallowed his apprehension and yelled. "Hey," Jimmy said. The bully turned around. His eyes widened in shock. "Oh my God, I'm not a villain or anything. Don't you recognize me?" Jimmy said. He adjusted his glasses. His bully looked up from the giant muscles to Jimmy's face, and his eyes widened in fear. "Oh my God, please don't kill me." Jimmy winded up his fist to punch him, to make him feel the wrath that he had felt every single day, the humiliation going through school. But he stopped. What did Wishing Man said? "Come to me when you know about the wish." He dropped his hand. "Look, I'm like this forever now, and if you ever do anything to me again, you know what you're going to get." The bully was almost crying now, confused as to why Jimmy wasn't hitting him. Jimmy put out his hand to shake. The bully didn't even reach for it, didn't even look at him. "Whatever." The bully ran away from Jimmy. He looked down at his outstretched hand and sighed. Some things were never going to change, were they? He turned around and he saw Wishing Man leaning against a tree. He was applauding in mock authority. "Good job, kid. Usually it takes people longer to figure that out." "What am I supposed to do now?" Jimmy said. He looked down at his giant strength. I got a couple ideas. Bullies didn't become something else when school ended. No, they just became adults. The man was backed into an alley as 3 thugs walked down, looking at him in the eyes. "Just give us your wallet and your phone," the lead one said. "That's all we want from you." The man was reaching for his wallet and phone when something moved in the dumpster behind him. The thugs' eyes widened. They sprinted away from the rest of the hallway, and Jimmy walked out from behind the dumpster, a hulking mass. "Are you okay?" Jimmy said. The man couldn't even speak. He was so terrified. "Don't worry," Jimmy smiled. "I'm one of the good ones."